Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to Happy Place Crafting, crafting therapy for the soul. Today is day 6 of Dear Prompts. Prompt cards plus art play equals a journal page, a card, whatever it is you want to make. And I can't believe we're already on day 6. This journal is actually becoming a lovely journal. Let's see. Let's get our cards picked. Let's go with the 6. And we're actually going to take... Oh, no. I have a thing about that. Let's take that. The 4. It's 4. Need an action. We're getting down there on those. Oh, we might as well do that, I guess. Been avoiding it, so might as well bite the bullet and get it done. That one's speaking to me for some reason, so let's do that. Okay. Put those up. Like Mr. Rogers, C-E-A-M. Okay. Let's zoom you in. There we go. Okay. The color is pecan shells. Do you say pecan or pecan? Some people say pecan, some people say pecan. So whatever you say, that in shells. So I'm not really sure what color that is, so I might have to look that up. Okay. Our element is a kid's book image. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. And our action is something movable. Okay. We can do that. And our make is a waterfall page. That's so funny because I just recently learned how to make a waterfall page correctly because I've been doing it incorrectly this whole time, apparently. Okay. Let's take you back. Take you back. Okay, there we go. Actually, that reminds me. This one, yeah. You know, I'll show you this real quick. I have this little book thing I put together because, you know, I'm always making Joey the Card Maker's free makes. I always do them. And this is actually how I learned how to correctly make a waterfall page. So I might even leave this out because when I learned how to make this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so simple. How did I not know this? And how much fun is this, really? So I'm going to leave this out for our example. But isn't this cool? This was his Halloween one, which I had missed, so I just did it the other day. And that was the Halloween one. I put this little charm on it. And then he did some poppy ones for Remembrance Day. And last night, speaking of poppies, last night Hazel had her poppy on. And it reminded me so much. When I was a little girl, it must have been the vets or something. We're usually outside stores and you could give them a donation and they would give you a poppy. And I don't think they do that anymore. Oh, I thought I froze, but it was because I wasn't. So when she had her poppy, it reminded me of that. And I was like, oh, I want a poppy. So I'm gonna have to get some. But anyways, this is the kind of his more generic version of it. He did 2 versions for people who don't do Remembrance Day, but why, if you don't, why not? I mean, we're allowed to remember other people's, you know, things that should not be forgotten. And he had some really, like, I didn't know that rosemary was for remembering. I never knew that. Now it makes me want to plant some rosemary. But yeah, I mean, this is just, and I actually stuck this on the back and stuck this little poppy in the top. I don't know that he did that, um, but yeah, I mean, he gives you the stuff and you can do with it whatever you want. But, and there's even there's a pocket here that I didn't even put anything in. So yeah, I just thought I would share this. And I do his every month, so I have this. I built this little flip thing to keep them in, so that um, I kind of have them to go back and look at, right? So, and I've been doing them for a little while along with him. He watches videos and support him, and it's a nice little thing. So there's my little plug for Joey the card maker today. So anyways, all that to say, hey, we're going to do a waterfall page, so we need that. And let's look up what color a pecan. I'm not really sure how I say it. I think I say it both ways. I think pecan sounds more so it's just the shell of it is actually, it says Texas pecans whole. Pecan sounds more fancy, right? So it's the shell actually that we want. So it's just a brown, kind of a lighter brown. I think we might use our neutrals on this one then, right? Okay. And we're going to do a waterfall page. That's going to matter. So I think we might figure that out first and then decide. Maybe we have a bunch of these tags that are all the same size. Are these all the same size? That one's not. These are. Is that the same size as that? No. Okay, I lied. We don't have a bunch that are the same size. We have a bunch that are different sizes. Wait. Oh, that's a. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have all these. Because we definitely are going to need some images, right? Oh, and we have to remember we need a image from a children's book. We need something that's all the same size. I suppose we only need a few though, right? Let's see if we can get any of these, because I kind of like the idea of a tag. Maybe not those, but maybe we could get these to work. How many are here? One. Ooh, that one's really pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can get these to work. 5 would make a waterfall, I think. I'm not sure that one should be up front though. I think maybe that one. I'll put up front. Okay, we're gonna use those 5, I think. And let's see. Need something that's gonna kind of go along with those colors, right? Ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that. I think we'll use that. Okay. Now, let me grab. All right. This is kind of huge. We're going to go about this. Okay. All right. Don't want those. We don't want those. These are papers. I put in here anything that kind of has to do with the children's kind of type theme. Okay. These are the children's books. I'm trying to think. You know what? Where is that actually? Wonder if we can use of these. They're so huge though. We maybe should use this. Because this is my, okay, so I didn't even need this. I had this sitting out. All right, let's put this. Let's see if we can use this. I have to rethink some things here. It's going to be too big. Do we think we can cut this down? Maybe we need to try a different. That's the only thing about this. This is pretty big. Maybe we need to dissect it. I don't want to make this a journaling card. All right, let's get our knife, our ruler. Okay. Let's see how much we can change this down. Let's okay. It's gonna be too tall as well, right? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do. I need to cut this. Then let's do there. Okay. And now this does have a pocket. I forget about that sometimes. That can fit in the pocket. Okay. So we're going to use the pocket. Let's cut this bulk off. Okay. Let's tighten this up a little bit. Okay. All right. We need to cut this down. It's gonna be 7, right? I think that's right. 6 1/4 by 7, I think is what we're doing. If I remember correctly. Um, 6 1/4. All right. And then we're going to need to cut it in half for this pocket. Pencil. Need it to be right there. Oak. And whoops. Wrong one. Okay. Got that. And let's put some glue on here. Oak. Ta-da. And some here. So last night I was on Hazel Anaka's channel, Hazel Anaka Design. I had so much fun. I was really, really nervous, as you all know. Luckily, my friend Carmen, she, when we hung out yesterday for our play date, she made me do it face to face, and we had a lot of fun. But it made it a little bit easier, the whole thing, and a little bit to make it easier to open. Okay, and so yeah, I don't know why this, like the top one fit better than the bottom for some reason. I don't know why that is. Maybe I cut it crooked. I don't know. Anyways, my friend Carmen, she helped me get ready for it, and oh, we need something movable too. Oh, I know it will be movable. So we did that, and it did. I was still nervous about, showing my face and everything, but once I started talking to Hazel, those nerves went away. She's such a sweet person, and I just really, really admire her. And she made the interview very easy and got me talking about things I had absolutely no intention of really talking about, but which I loved. I was really comfortable with her, and it was a lot of fun. And I could have talked to her for the interview's like 2 hours. I could have talked to her for 2 more easily. I really wish somebody would interview Hazel, because I'm very interested about her life. Like, I think she's a fascinating person, and I just can't not say enough nice things about her, for real. And um, so yeah, um, I had a really great time. And if you missed it, and you can always go back and watch the replay. You get to see me fiddling around and not looking directly at the camera and all those good things. But at least we didn't have any technical difficulties. That was a good thing. I think I only talked over her one time, which I was kind of nervous about that too. And it was so much fun. It was great. I just really we laughed a lot, and I smiled so much my cheeks hurt by the end of it. Um, it was just a very good time, and I'm still really honored that she even allowed me to be um invited to do that with her. So it was very cool. Very cool, very fun. And okay, I'm not sure that's going to be stiff enough, actually. We might actually have to use cardstock for this, folks. Let's see if we have a piece. Oh, that might work right there. Let's see if that works. Okay, I know that we have to. Okay, how did he do this? So, hmm. It might need. No, those are too small. I was going to say if they were thicker. There's some kind of. We're going to have to figure this out. Okay, so I want. We need to get the. This is. If you're trying to figure out how to make a waterfall, this is not the way to do it. Because I'm probably still not going to do it right because I've only done it one other time. Okay, we're doing a quarter. A quarter. How many do we have? 5, right? But this one needs to bend down. So that's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have 6. That's okay. Okay, then you have to start at the bottom. Okay, wait. These get folded like that. Maybe it should be this way. Okay. We need to figure out what we're going to attach to the back. Is this going to be too tall? Perhaps it might be. This needs to be long. Maybe we attach it to. No. We'll leave that as that. What did it think? Think. Hold on one sec. I'm thinking maybe we attach like something like this to the back of it, just for some interest. We could even do it this way. Hold on a minute. Because it became like one thing. Let's. we glue this here. Ta-da! I was so touched yesterday by all my fabulous friends that showed up for me. I think Hazel was kind of shocked that I had so many people show up. I was pleasantly surprised. It was very sweet that everybody showed up the way they did for me, and it means a lot to me that everybody did. Ooh, I don't know what that was. Okay, these two are smaller, so I kind of want them to go on top. This one is long. So these two are really long, so I think we'll put these on the bottom. Right, one. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this one needs to be at the top. That one should be there. I feel like this one needs to come back. This one should be here. Right? Yeah. There. 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 And there. Okay. Let's try this and see if this works. This is going to go here. Right there. This one is going to go here. Okay. This one is going to go here. Okay. This one is going to go here. Ta-da. This one is going to go here. Okay. I think that works. Yes, it does. Works. Okay. Then, let's see. Could put something on here, maybe. Glue this on here. Okay. I think we've got quite a bit of inking to do. Da-da-da. And this needs decorated down here somehow. Let's What shall we use? Maybe we just use a piece of paper to kind of match. Let's do that. Hazel says I hum sometimes. I had no idea I did that. And now I'm like, and now that she brought it to my attention, I'm kind of aware of it. And so now I'm like, oh, really? What keeps going on? My phone updated last night, so I'm like, oh my goodness, Sophie. Okay. Here we go. Trim that off. And let's ink this. Let's do some inking. I feel like all right. I don't want to round these edges because the ones have sewing on them, so probably should have done this before we glued them in. That probably would have been easier. But you know me, I never do things the easy way, do I? No. So yeah, if you're doing this, probably should ink them before you put them in. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that Joey had us ink before we put them in. Of course, because obviously you knew better than me on this one. Okay. All right. So there's that. We definitely need a little focal point on that. Okay. And we need to do the band to move it. Okay. Here's a scrap that would maybe work. Oh, this says thankful. We would definitely have to back this, what we're going to use. I think that'll be okay, though. And we'll put some kind of decoration or something. That's back it. Of course, we really don't need it this long, but we'll figure out how long we need it in a minute. Trying to get one side straight so that I don't have to trim all the sides. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Let's ink this. For sure. Okay. We need this to go around here. Right? No. Yes. Yes. We're going to attach it to the card behind us. Okay, wait. We're going to attach it to this card. It doesn't have to be real tight, but it can't be too loose either. Okay. All right. We probably should have glued this before we put this on there, but too late now. Okay. That and this. This is going to be our movable part. So this actually worked out just fine. So that, oops. No, go back. Too soon. Let it dry. Work, but why didn't you let it dry? Let it dry. Oh my gosh, what is my problem? All right, that. Okay. We need something to decorate this. Like maybe a couple little pumpkins. Don't mind that. Do we need something else? We need a third thing. We need a third thing. Kind of. Bag. All right, I definitely think that one needs to go down there. to be okay. That that that. Okay. We need something on the back here. Could be decorated because it doesn't really need to. Could we use these on here? It's like this side is not decorated at all. Hmm. More. These. That might not be bad. You can use that one or that one. It's the wrong way. Those might help. Decorations. I don't know what else I would use them, so I think it would be okay. Actually, like, where would the other one go? This one would probably go well with that. Let's put this here. There. Let's do this. Here. It needs something else. Because we don't really need to use that as writing room. This is the writing room. There. No. Let's do this. Ta-da! Maybe put a pumpkin. This one. that. Oh, that's too big. This is kind of cool. Use that like that. Okay, that. Ta-da. Like, this needs something, even if it's just a stamp, something. Like a little. Oh, I'm not sure if it's going to be big enough. What about that? That might work. This one. Oh, penny is over. It is. Okay. Ooh, I might need a. Maybe too big. I need a paper. Where is. Hold on. Okay. I think we're gonna do it. That. Very good. And then this one. We'll do the opposite way. Do it this way. Okay. Okie doke. There we go. I like that. Not bad at all. Alright. Put that on there. Goes back in here. Alright. Okay, I was able to do that. I like that. How are we doing on time? Oh gosh, we're not doing well on time today. This might have been a little bit more complicated than I anticipated today. Okay, so this is going to go in here. This needs to glue up here. Let's hold that shut for a moment. And I think we should back this. Something to write on. Do it this way. That way you can kind of see through it, but you don't have to. And next to it, each there. Okay. Move this down. That way it actually has a purpose. All right. So cute. I kind of wish the other part of that. Oh, nope. Not gonna work, right? Thick. Old. It's too old. Dang. Do another layer. It's not quite as thick. Probably soak it off if I really wanted to. I don't think this is gonna work. Great. I'll mess with that later. Okay. So that's gonna go in there. And this is gonna go in here. I feel like this pocket needs something. Where's my little plug? Oh look, we've got these. That's so funny. Maybe I should have just used these. What's I thinking? Turkey. We could do a turkey. Let's do a turkey. Let's just do it. Okay. Once we put a Thanksgiving thing in there, just add that. Okay. Oops, I might have shooken the camera. If I did, I'm sorry. Okay, and we need to pick. Oh, did we? We didn't decorate this on this side. Put something there. Can't be huge though. Something rather small. That would be okay. Uh-oh, come on, glue. There we go. Let's do it like that. So it doesn't hang out the bottom. Okay. And I feel like this should have probably hung a little further down because it's hard to, we need like a tab or something here. I think this. Okay. Come on. Needs to go here. Sure. That we can hold this and pull this, right? And we maybe even put a hole in this. Yeah. I feel like gold is, I don't know why I've been using gold with it, but I have been, so we would just will continue to. Gold seems more fall to me for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right, so that's good. And maybe we, I don't know, you're not going to really be able to see it, but And this is definitely going to stick out of the book. So if that would bother you, you need to make it shorter, but it doesn't bother me, so. Okay, let's write on the back of here our prompts for today. So I can get you out of here. Okie doke. Other four, yeah. Our action is movable. Our make is a waterfall page. Our element, its book image. And our color was pecan shells. However you say it. Where are our... We need to add one of these. I know that's not necessarily a waterfall page, but good enough. Okay, what are we going to be grateful for today? Let's see. You know what I'm really grateful for today is friends. My friends really showed me the love last night and showed up for me, and I really appreciate that. And so I am very grateful for them. So I think we will just use that, and that would be perfect. And very fitting. Okay. Let's glue this. Oh my gosh, you know, if we glue it on here, then I'm going to have to, but I actually think it'll be all right. Okay. It's 4, it's not 5. We got to add a button or something. Hold on. Let's see. Really was. Oh wait, there's a little bow. No, I think I like. You know what? I like it right there. I think. I almost didn't use it. You saw. I almost changed my mind. But I was like, no, it needs it. Okay. Here we go. Button. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense to me. All right. Let's go through them real quick. I've got you over an hour now. Let's zoom you in. Okay, doke. The color pecan shells. We used the browns. There's lots of browns in here. So take your pick. Kids book image. We used a piece of a board book, a Thanksgiving board book, and from Tommy DePaula actually. And with that, what is getting hung up about that in here? Oh, there we go. Use that as a card in here. You can journal on the back. Okay. A waterfall page. We actually ended up doing kind of a waterfall. Ooh, that might be difficult. Um, anyways, we used a waterfall tags instead, but we did that. So cool. I'm so thankful that I learned how to do that on Joey's channel. Okay, and movable. This was the movable part. This part moves. This part slides on up. It moves the whole thing so that it flips and becomes a waterfall, which is really cool. And then, of course, friends, is what we were grateful for today. So that is day 6, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me, sticking in there with me once again. Remember, until next time, I hope you find peace in your happy place. Ta-ta!